Funny Albert Einstein quotes, some will surprise you. I'm doing just fine, considering that I have triumphantly survived nazism and 2 wives. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. I have reached an age when, if someone tells me to wear socks, I don't have to. Bureaucracy is the death of all sound work. Women always worry about things that men forget. Men always worry about things women remember. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? There is a race between mankind and the universe. Mankind is trying to build bigger, better, faster, and more foolproof machines. The universe is trying to build bigger, better, and faster fools. So far, the universe is winning. After receiving a distinction from Chicago to College Society, how unfortunate a state must a community find itself if it cannot produce a more suitable candidate upon whom to confer such a distinction. As for the words of warm praise addressed to me, I shall carefully refrain from disputing them, for who still believes that there is such a thing as genuine modesty? I should run the risk of being taken for just an old hypocrite. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? What a strange thing must be a girl's soul. Do you really believe that you could find permanent happiness through others, even if this be the one and only beloved man? I know this sort of animal personally, from my own experience, as I am one of them myself. Not too much should be expected from them, this I know quite exactly. Today we are sullen, tomorrow high-spirited, after tomorrow cold, then again irritated and half sick of life, and so it goes. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. 2 things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. The wireless telegraph is not difficult to understand. The ordinary telegraph is like a very long cat. You pull the tail in New York, and it mows in Los Angeles. The wireless is the same, only without the cat. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. No solid evidence that Einstein said this one. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. That's relativity. Too many of us look upon Americans as dollar chasers. This is a cruel libel, even if it is reiterated thoughtlessly by the Americans themselves. Those who thoughtlessly make use of the miracles of science and technology, without understanding more about them than a cow eating plants understands about botany, should be ashamed of themselves. One had to cram all this stuff into one's mind for the examinations, whether one liked it or not. This coercion had such a deterring effect on me that, after I had passed the final examination, I found the consideration of any scientific problems distasteful to me for an entire year. No one here at the Technicum is up to date in modern physics. I have already tapped all of them without success. Would I too become so lazy intellectually if I were ever doing well? The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. Black holes are where God divided by zero. The devil has put a penalty on all things we enjoy in life. Either we suffer in health, or we suffer in soul, or we get fat. If we equal success, then the formula is of equals x plus y and z, with x being work, y play, and z keeping your mouth shut. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. Short Albert Einstein quotes. You never fail until you stop trying. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. A little knowledge is dangerous. So is a lot. God is subtle, but he is not malicious. Information is not knowledge. One flower is beautiful, a surfeit of flowers is vulgar. Where there's a will, there's a way. The idle man does not know what it is to enjoy rest. Great spirits have always found violent opposition from mediocrities. The man of science is a poor philosopher. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. When the solution is simple, God is answering. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Never memorize something that you can look up. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. God always takes the simplest way. Imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more inspirational video.